So, if the atheists have a God at all, if there's a God of the atheists, you'd have to say that it's probably Charles Darwin, I would say. Because, he's he's the he's he's basically the big icon. I mean, we have Dawkins, we have Hawking, all these people are the gods of atheism, if that's sacrilege to say. But let me just read Darwin's book. Darwin, and the name of his book is called On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection. On the origin of species by means of natural selection, or the preservation of favored races. This is the name of the book. Or the preservation of favored races by natural selection in the struggle for life. Now, so Darwin's name of the book is not just The Origin of Species. The title was longer than that. It was The Origin of Species by means of natural selection, or the preservation of favored races. Now, and in the struggle for life. This is the name of the atheist Bible. Favored races by means of natural selection means that by the death of other races, by the competition of man, dog eat dog against man, to rise above and survive as a race. So we're in a race, okay, according to atheism, to become the superior race. Favored races. This is Charles Darwin. This is Nietzsche. This is what Hitler did with the Jews. This was done prior to this to the Africans, because natural selection, in order to make the super race, had to eliminate inferior races. So in the name of the Bible of Darwinism, atheism has basically said that since we have come from natural selection, because of our compassion for our fellow man, we have circumvented natural selection. This is Hitler, and this is what man does. So we need to help evolution do what it's supposed to do, and that is to eliminate the inferior and the weak. Now let me ask you a question. Do atheists play God? In the Bible, it says the fruit of knowledge of good and evil, and man being like God. So who was Hitler to play God with the Jews? Right? What is atheism but an attempt to play God and exalt itself as the superior race and cause natural selection to happen correctly so that we can have evolution do what it's supposed to do? Who is atheism to play God? And don't tell me this is not what they believe, because this is exactly what's happening in the world. It's been happening since Hitler, Nietzsche, Stalin, all the communist countries, okay, who were oppressing the people, and millions of people dying, Jews alike. The Aborigines that were put on display at the Smithsonian Institute were killed by Darwinians, Darwinian atheists. Oh, Darwin wasn't an atheist, but this whole idea of Nietzsche, Hegel, if you look back in history, it is all about man and his seed having utopia on earth by getting rid of the inferior races. So who are atheists to play God? And then the atheists turn around with their propaganda and say, who is God to persecute and put people in slavery? Who is God to judge us? Why should we be judged by God? We're not from God. We're autonomous. So who is God to tell us what to do? Who is God to destroy the earth because we've rejected him? Is he God? Who is God to play God? Let me tell you who God is. He is God, and he has every right to play God. And he has every right to judge a people who are so sick that play God themselves, that would actually espouse an idea of man becoming superior to other men and oppressing and putting people in slavery in the name of being better than them. This is where the Democratic Party went with, Democratic Party, Darwinist, atheist, atheism, secular humanism, materialism, all these things that came, postmodernism, all these ideas sprung out of Nietzsche and Hegel and Darwin and Galen. All of the gods, or all of the roots of atheism. We just don't believe in God. No, you militant atheists are coming right from the communists. Oh, you can't say, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do. Bunch of liars. Well, we're truthful. How do I know? You don't even have a God to tell me you are truthful. I'm just showing you. You trace this back into history. And atheism basically has been playing God and then blaming God for playing God. Thank you.